The motivation behind TSCO comes from our last e-summit. Here at ESL NITRR, we have a yearly entrepreneurship summit which spans 2 days, for which we normally start the marketing process well in advance, like 100 days before the event. Organizing such an event is no small task. We as a team of 100 have to work few months to make this happen. As an added help, we got around 60 on-site volunteers to help us out with the banners, seating arrangements and stuff. Also, we had a India-wide network of 250 campus ambassadors who is responsible to represent ESL and NITRR in their local colleges. During these 100 days, we posted around 250 articles spanning 6 different social media platforms. Also, we had a rewards program for the volunteers in which we provide goodies for those who have helped us in the event. We also had special prizes for best performers. As a part of volunteers' role is to publicize the event. Volunteers normally share the post and send pics of their shares back to us. Okay, now the elephant in the room. We ended up with 77,500 pics which are to be verified for the rewards. Turns out this is a common issue with all student-run events and marketing campaigns among startups. So naturally, there is a need for volunteer management system. This is where TSCO comes in. As we have seen, sharing the news made by the orgs is a sizable chunk of volunteers' responsibility. Usually, volunteers are managed with the help of chat applications like WhatsApp and Telegram, mostly WhatsApp groups. These are not really optimized for volunteer management. The verification is a laborious task, and the attaching screenshots to every post is a very boring task. So, what can we do better? In Tscope, when a task is created, it is pinned to the notification panel. When the volunteer clicks the share button, it takes them to the particular social media platform. They share the post and take a screenshot. That screenshot is automatically attached to the task, and the verification is done with machine learning. As we can see, it is a win-win situation on both ends. Let me provide you some technical details now. We have 4 different software repositories. The backend server, which runs on Python, which provides data to both app and websites to show. App is built with Flutter or the Dart programming language. Website is built with React.js on JavaScript. And the Chrome plugin is basically a mini website with a wrapper surrounding it. So it is written in React.js as well. Let me give you an overview of what we have designed for the Tsco app. Bear in mind that this is just a wireframe. This is not the actual design of the app. In the actual design, we will have proper Google Material UI. When the user logs in, this is the screen he will be greeted with. Here you can see that we have list of all the organizations the user is a part of. He can be a staff of the organization or he can be a volunteer to the organization. Based on whether he is a staff or a volunteer, he will be having slightly modified screens. Example, if we go into the volunteer section, we can see this is the task tab. Here he will get all the announcements and tasks made by the particular organization. A task will be something like this. Suppose if the task is to share a post on Instagram, it will be just a link. Otherwise, if it is an announcement, it will look something like this. And if it is a WhatsApp share, then we will provide the text to be put in the status. Otherwise, the image or the link which has to be shared. Then there will be a leaderboard for the to keep track of who is performing well. There will be a queries section. The volunteers and CS who want to ask some doubts or who wants to uh, tell their thoughts to the organization, they can use this query section. And This is the organization info page. Now let's see the equivalent screens for the staff. If the user is the admin of the organization, he will be seeing this screen. You can see that he can edit the org's details over here. Uh, he can manage the groups within organization like executive managers, head coordinators, overall coordinators, or whatever hierarchy that particular organization is following. He can add groups. A group is basically a name with certain permissions of what the persons can perform. Like, uh, is this group belongings to staff of the organization? Does this group has admin permissions? Can this group people can create the tasks? Something like that. Uh, they can get statistics of all posts shared in their organization. They can invite people to their organization. Example, suppose if they want to invite managers, they can choose this. They can generate an invite link, and they can share the invite link uh, to the people. Also, there is a section for profile management. They can also manage the volunteers can also manage all their certificates over here, and there's a notification section also. There is a security section, and other options are also there as well. The interactive wireframes are attached to the description below. We have many videos planned for helping you to become comfortable with writing open source software. Subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss a video. Thank you.